Your growth and healing, no matter how contagious, no matter how admirable, is also highly offensive. When it is spiritually initiated, not so much a calling from a higher realm, but more so you taking the initiative to create an intentional space within yourself to go inward, there is going to be an isolation that naturally repels people. And it becomes this molding process. It becomes this breakdown. We can use the illustration of the cocoon and the butterfly, right? There's a complete meltdown of your existence, your former identity, the shape of your character and your personality. And there takes time and essence and the elements to put you back together. It's not you that puts yourself back together. It is the element of your true nature and your final form that has come into alignment in this sacred space within you to elevate you and shift you higher. Unfortunately, the value system that you now have to put in place as a barrier, a boundary, and a line of demarcation for what you have acquired, simply for what the journey has given you, now has to be respected, whether people choose to respect you or not. If they cannot respect the process that made you, then they can't be around you. And this is where offense is made. If I have to be the one to be called higher, if I have to be the one to change and shift my mindset, if I'm the one that has to develop emotional intelligence, if I'm the one that has to form a focus and be dedicated to a discipline, if I'm the one that has to change my environment, shift my exposures and the intake of my environmental diets, who I converse with, how we converse, what I now place myself in, who I now surround myself by. Why is it that it is okay for you to remain the same in this environment that produced and birthed something in me that I didn't even know I could achieve? Why are you getting offended? Because I am now standing strong and 10 toes down into this transformation of excellence. I am now at an elevated space. And when I say I mean you and I. You could third person, you could live vicariously through my words. But when it comes to this shift and the shifting dynamics, why is it that people want to make you feel bad and want to make you suffer for becoming a new iteration of yourself, for changing the translation of your character so that you can be something greater? It would look as though I would want to be inspired enough to elevate with you as opposed to call myself lower by removing myself from what you've achieved that I've seen possible. It's admirable that you grew. It's just unfortunate and unacceptable that you outgrew them. It's honorable that you changed and elevated your life, but it's disloyal that you broke the commitment of lifelong suffering. It's applaud worthy that you've acquired new tastes, but now it's uncomfortable that your tastes no longer settle in the discomfort of a comfort zone. You're appreciated when your voice is quiet, silent, when it stutters and when it shakes and quivers, you know what I mean? But the minute you find it and you say, I'm going to speak my piece, I'm going to speak what's on my mind now because I'm contractually bound to my elevation, I'm contractually bound to this transformation, then they want to silence you. When you talk about vision and you talk about putting in new procedures for how you're going to conduct yourself, instead of joining you, instead of aligning with you and putting in team effort, they rather release you, ghost you, let you go, talk about you, and trash you. And what hurts is that is not anything that you would ever do to them, right? You would support them, you would pray for them, you would send them links, You'll give them classes. You'll pay for them to go places. You'll tell people about them. You'll put their names in rooms that they've never even known were available to them, right? And you'll stand tall for them. But when it comes to you, the chosen, when it comes to you, the black sheep, when it comes to you, someone that has designated a time frame to be different, to be better, to be wiser, to be more effective, to be productive, to be a visionary for your life and where you're going, to put things aside, to forgive people and actions just so you can heal. That is something they want you to be apologetic for. That is something they want to diminish your existence for and bring back to you who you were before this newfound identity captured your attention. Let me tell you something. There is no conversation that needs to be had when it comes to your growth, when it comes to your evolution, your elevation, your change, your shift, your mindset renewal. There is no conversation that can detail nor discuss anything God has going on with you. And while it's painful for you to watch the descent of the things, the people, anything, any aspect of what you loved, right? That nurtured you as you were into the who you are. You have to realize that when it comes to healing, when it comes to growing, when it comes to the maturation process of your soul, that this journey is not just yours to experience. There are people that were integrated with the you that got you here. And while you also can't believe how much you've grown, neither can they. And your healing process is offensive to someone. Let them be offended. And let them be offended in such a way that they ask themselves, am I good enough for my own life? Am I doing what I need to do for my own purpose? Is this aspect of my soul good enough to be as it is? Or should I shift? Should I change? Should I elevate so I can be better? If you are on your healing journey, as it is concluding, and you're looking back and you're having memories and you're having thoughts and you're reading through certain things and you're having remembrances and sensational experiences, do not stop. You are well on your way. And no matter how painful it is, it's time for you to come out of the cocoon and be transformed and be new. Keep going. You got this. If I can support you in any way, you can visit the link in the description box. I would love to partner with you in your elevation. I thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, letting me know your experience, your journey, and how you can be supported. But don't you ever give up. Don't you quit. You are too close now, no matter how much it hurts. Be well.